What's going on, you guys? My name's Tony, and today I'm going to be making this heart-shaped candy dish, catch-all tray, or whatever you want to call it. With Valentine's Day around the corner, I figured this would be a good little beginner CNC project to start with. The dimensions for this dish are going to be approximately 6 inches wide by 5 3/4 inch tall. So for the material, I'm just using a scrap piece of cherry I had, but you'll probably need a piece anywhere from 6 1/4 inch to 6 1/2 inches by 6 inches to make this dish. To secure the piece to the spoil board, I'm just using clamps and tabs. It says the project will take approximately 6 minutes to complete. And for carving out the dish, I'm going to be using a 3/4 inch bowl bit from Whiteside, which I'll have linked down below, along with anything else used for this project. Using the bowl bit's not necessary. You can also just use a 1/4 inch end mill, which we'll be using for the remainder of the project, but the bowl bit does speed up the process a little bit. It also gives a nice little curve to the base of the bowl portion, which I think makes a huge difference. To cut out the dish, I'm going to be using a 1/4 inch end mill bit. And to remove the tabs, I usually just use an old cheap chisel. And there we go, there's our candy dish. Time to shape it and sand. You can leave the dish as is and just sand it, or you can use a flush trim bit to remove the tabs, but I'm going to round over the edges with an 1/8 inch round over bit. Honestly, I think if I did this project again, I would probably not round over the inside of the dish. I'm just not really happy with the way that came out. Now just give it a final sand and apply the finish. Since this is going to be used for food, at least in my case, I would suggest using something like a board butter or mineral oil, just to keep it food safe. Pretty simple little project, and honestly you don't even need to change out bits like I did to use the bowl bit. Like I said before, you can use just the 1/4 inch end mill for the entire thing. It's just going to take a little longer to hog out that middle portion of the bowl. If you guys at all are interested in the digital files, I'll have a link in the description. Included are going to be all the files you'll need to make this project: SVG, PNG, a Carbide Create C2D file, along with a detailed instruction PDF. Thank you guys for all your support, and if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer.